Well, it's Saturday morning, and this morning I'm taking inspiration where I find it. Back in the workshop. Someone said that my workshop's a mess. Good grief, how dare he? Shame he's right. But I took some inspiration this morning from some very kind words from a YouTube poster. And I thought, yep, it's time I got on doing useful stuff. We'd sort of had a discussion about a poet, a man called Rupert Brooke. And some of you will know that Rupert Brooke was a British-born First World War poet. Wrote some good poetry, but he wrote it at a time when the British thought that we were masters of the world and we were going to go and do brave things. And a lot of what he wrote really didn't hold up with the way that the First World War turned out later. He died a rather strange death in the finish. In that terrible war, which my grandfather, my grandmother took part in their own little ways, Rupert Brooke went off on an expeditionary force to go and attack Turkey through the Dardanelles, through the Gallipoli campaign, but he never actually got involved in that fighting because he died not a hero's death, but a rather tragic and pointless death. You know, all death is pretty pointless if you've got things to be getting on with. But he died as a result of septicemia following a mosquito bite on a French hospital ship. Bit of a contrast to someone like Wilfred Owen. Now, Wilfred Owen was another British poet. Some people will know that all English grammar school boys of my age, we were expected to read and understand Brooke and Owen. Now, Owen learnt to become an officer at the school that I went to. When Owen was there, it was Hare Hall Officer Training Camp. When I was there, it was the Royal Liberty Grammar School. Owen died what might be considered a hero's death. He went back to the front, one of those comical sort of military sayings, going back to the front, and he led an attack very near the end of the war and was killed by Germans shooting at him. Is that more brave, more sensible than dying of a gnat bite, dying of a mosquito bite? Well, I don't know. But the one thing that is certain, it's got to be much more important to get on and do things, live your life, make your own rules, do things, rather than sit around waiting for them to be done to you. So I'm out in the workshop. I've taken inspiration from someone who said it's a mess. I'm going to have a little tidy up, make some good clean workspace where I can do some good clean work. Of course, having taken this vast inspiration, I put my shoes on. Always good to wear good solid shoes, toe protectors, if you're going into a workshop with sharp tools kicking about. Feeling all brave and reinvigorated by the kind words from various people, grabbed my shoes, pulled hard on the shoelace, and the damn thing broke.